is time for another wonderful, wonderful Fire Emblem Friday on this day. Let me go ahead and get our ad break started. And let me also get my controller plugged in so that I can actually play the game. That might be a thing that I should do as well. Kind of forgot to do that. Okay. So we're gonna run our starting break just so that we can turn the pre-roll off for people. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run our promo. So let me grab all that. No, not Reddit. I don't post on Reddit. Blue Sky. Okay. Alright, there's the announcement post, and then let me go ahead and hit that go live button. Great, and now we're going to go ahead and see if... No, don't switch, come on. I can get Carl to do its job. Let me also check... Well, I'm going to have to check the levels on OBS again in a bit, I think, because they're still kind of messed up from Celesta yesterday. I don't know what was up with that game's audio balance, but we're going to have to go back to it soon anyway. There's Carl. Alright, there we go. Everywhere where I do it. We've still got like a minute and a half before we fully get into things, so let me make sure I've got my... If you guys are ever wondering what I'm doing when I tap out, full transparency, it's double checking the Fire Emblem Wiki to make sure I'm not missing stuff, right? A lot of these games are old and somewhat obtuse, so I want to make sure I'm not messing anything up as we're going through them. Mostly that's what I used in Fire Emblem 1 to make sure we were gathering all of the characters until we ended up getting everyone, or at least damn near everyone, killed at the very end there. So let's see what we're gonna have here. So I think we're in Act 2 now. Yeah, because you have to do one of Alms and then one of Celica's, and then you get to kind of flip-flop. Mojo. Be chill. Come on, buddy. Relax. Do I have my alerts set up properly? Yes, theoretically. Mojo, stop barking at the cats outside. Leave them alone. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and get started now then. Here we are. Okay. I think we're doing okay on audio, it looks like. But, chat, if y'all notice something weird, just let me know, and I'll mess with it. It might have to go just slightly lower, but I think we're okay. So we get Jenny, we get Bowie, and we get May. If I remember correctly, there's not much else here. I don't even think the Priory's mouths do anything, but let me double check. Okay, they actually do work. Their attacking speed. So it can actually be pretty good. You can get 10 attack and 6 speed to Silica. Silica has 8 strength, Bowie has 9, and they both already have 6 speed. Okay, so if we wanted to be able to run round Brigands, we can actually take advantage of this. I'm going to give 2 attack to Silica. And I'll give 1 attack to May. And now those two should be able to one-round Brigands. So that's what we've got. Their power is now winged. And I think that's all we get in the Priory. Alright. So here we are now. Silica has a sword, but she also has magic. She's one of our first characters to have both. We're definitely gonna have to turn down Gaiden. Let's try that. Looking at it, we definitely needed to. The battle themes are much louder. Okay, so we are, of course, dealing with zombies here, more so than anything else. But hey. Welcome to Gaiden. Right, that's mostly what we're dealing with. Stark contrast to Alm's route, none of these people are villagers, right? So we don't have to worry as much about that. We have, I believe, 1 sister, a mage, and then the female mage, right? These are all gonna take, as well as Celica, but Celica works the same way Alm does. She doesn't really get promotion until the plot demands it, right? So the person who's closest to promoting is going to be Bowie, right? But we've also got May and Jenny here as well. Celica gets a lot of mages. She just does. And I think her starting army is somewhat more competent than... Well, I don't even know if I can say it's more competent than Alm's. It's not like Alm's army's bad in this game. Or at the very least, they're far better than I remembered them being from the last time I played Gaiden. So I'll give Alm's army that. They are not so bad as I recalled them to be. I don't think there's anything that we really need to worry about in this battle, but let me double check. Yeah, no, there's nothing really here. Alright. So the thing with Celica, right, is that she can use both magic and fight with a normal sword. Against a zombie, the difference isn't really going to matter too much. Although of note, right, is that Celica does not have to use HP to use her sword, whereas she does have to use HP if she wants to use magic. I don't know if I actually mentioned that last stream, but Gaiden is not unique, right, because there's a remake of this game. But it is interesting in the fact that it costs health to use magic in this game, which is not something that I think the series revisited until this game was remade. That being said, I think we've not quite gotten this guy low enough to where Jenny is going to be able to follow up, so I'm going to give this kill to Bowie. Or not. He's a bit too slow to be doubling right now, huh? Well, then here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up Mei on the enemy phase. Maybe Celica's army isn't better. But so far, I've got her at 18, I think. That's how much she can do. I think mages will automatically defend themselves with fire. I don't think they'll ever do anything stronger, but I don't actually quite recall if she would use thunder if I had had her cast it. But it looks like Mei can actually double in a way that Bowie cannot. Can you stand on the grave? Yes, you can. Okay. You would do 26 damage with fire. That will be enough to kill, so I'm not going to bother using thunder. That would be an increased HP cost for no reason. And sometimes we're missing, of course, but that's fine. That allows me to maybe get Bowie some experience. Because as we've discovered, he's apparently bad at all this, actually. Now, I don't think it'll matter, but I'm going to try out and just show off Celica using magic here. So yes, she is special and gets to do both. I don't actually recall how Celica chooses to defend herself. But I'm going to go ahead and keep... Well, no, I'll go ahead and heal Mai, because she's taken a little bit of a beating. And it only costs 1 HP for me to do. We do want to try to feed the healer if we can, right? Because she's not going to get much experience otherwise. But if we get into a ton of trouble, we can always just grind. This is the first game with grinding in it. Well, no, you can arena grind in Fire Emblem 1 if you really want to. Alright, here's where we might have to be a little careful. Because there's quite a few zombies approaching us at once now. But also, perhaps not. I'm interested to see just how much more Thunder does, because I don't remember. So let's go ahead and see. So you usually do 13. How much better is Thunder? 14. Okay, I'm not sure that's really worth the increased HP cost, but whatever. I have a feeling that Jenny might be able to kill this one with Nosferatu, but we'll see. If she hadn't missed. But its low accuracy is one of its balancing factors, so I can't be too upset with her. And I'll just have Bowie come defend the cleric. And take way more damage than I wanted him to, because he missed an... Never mind, I don't know what I'm scared of. Bowie, do you even particularly have a lot of defense? No, you have 4 defense and they did 1 damage to you. Okay, so these guys are just pathetic. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised by that. Okay. So you're at 18, you're also at 18. Alright, realistically. You are more fragile than Bowie. Well, okay, I think May took offense to that. Go ahead and try to get Ginny a kill. Mojo's still barking at the local cats, because he doesn't ever want to leave them alone. And there we go. The "we're winning" music for Silica. And there you go. So we've already been to the cloister. There's really not a ton to do here. We didn't get any items from that or anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and go over to Novus. And welcome to the port. Let's see. We do get a guy here. And that's it. Alright. So let's go ahead. We'll speak to everyone. There are pirates on the sea. Powerful sword is hidden. Scary dragon zombie. And there we go. A mercenary. So that's a physical unit for us. And we gotta go to Valentia. So here we are. On a boat. Man, I sure wonder what this chapter's gonna look like, huh? Well, there's really not much we can do here. I believe Saber has the most defense. No, in fact, he only has 4. Which I think is the same as Bowie. That's absolutely shocking to me. But anyway. He's who we have. Excuse me, you can move more than that, Jenny. I know you can. But at the moment, this is all we get. Saber does less damage than you would think. But that's why we gave Celica magic, I believe. Oh, 26. Which happens to be their whole health bar. And is the source of why we did what we did earlier. Now granted, these guys are only doing 3 damage to Saber. So I think he'll be fine. Probably have Celica handle them all. Bowie, how much attack do you have? You have 8 magic, that means you're only going to do 11 damage to these guys. Which is not enough to kill that man. If I want, though, I can throw Bowie in front, because he's only going to take as much damage as our friend here did. So I might as well. they're not going to kill him with 3 damage. And it'll give him some needed experience. Saber's also only level 1 himself, though. So this is a very, very basic encounter. You know, nothing particularly interesting is set to happen yet. Bowie's a little slow and a little bad so far, compared to the others we have available to us at this point. In fact, he's so bad and slow that I can't justify him doing anything this turn, because he's just going to get in everyone else's way. Everyone else can clear a path. He will not be able to assist. So, I'm going to go ahead and have Celica begin. I never use magic to do it, though. Got 15 there. Unfortunately, I can't get Jenny close enough to do anything about that, I don't think. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. You'll be fine. Granted, the situation might now be 15, but hey, that's what I have her for. Excellent. And I unfortunately can't get Jenny any closer. But yeah, that right there is the whole reason why we gave May 1 strength and Celica 2, so that they could one-round these guys. It would be nice if I could get Genny to do it instead, but oh well. Missing. Darn. How dare you? That'll ever so slightly complicate things for us. Mostly in the form of I'm fairly certain that guy's just gonna sit on the, evasion square and be annoying now. Oh no, he is going to go after her. Well, we're fine anyway. Nothing bad ever happens to me. You'll never guess what we're gonna run into next. Unless, of course, you guessed more pirates. Now, I'll give them this. It is slightly more competent ones this time. They've actually got an archer. That does make things, you know, ever so slightly scarier. Anyway. We can send Saber one way. And I'd say we could theoretically have Bowie go the other way, perhaps. How much movement have you guys got? 4? Silica's at 4 defense now. We'll have her go the other way. I can unfortunately only send... here's what we'll do then. I'll send Bowie this way, I'll send May up this way, and I'll just have Jenny split. I'm mostly just worried about that archer. I think we've successfully established that these little thieves don't do too much. But everyone else does a little bit. I think I can have mages use fire though. Silica's gonna be able to actually kill anyone I have her fight, isn't she? I believe. Yeah. But we won't yet, but I might as well have him help. And then ideally I want Ginny in a place where she can help next turn. Yeah, so she's moving in such a way that she can heal whoever she needs to next turn. Probably healing Saber. Actually, I might not get the chance to heal Saber. Okay, no, we're good. Actually, we might... No, wait, we are. I guess the downside of Celica is that she's always going to counterattack with her sword. But sometimes that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna need you guys to back up. Or you're not surviving. I'm not even actually sure that 7 is going to be enough, but I'm fairly certain I can't leave May in front. And Bowie's being a fuck up. So. Only so much I can do there as well. I might have to rethink how we go about this one. We might have to be less aggressive on that first turn. Yeah, indeed we do. Okay. Hold on a second. Ehe. Alright. So as it turns out, we're gonna have to be a little less aggressive on that turn 1. But they both have 4 move. What the problem is... Okay. I have an idea for what to do, but it's kind of stupid. But aren't all the best ideas. Okay. So here's something stupid we have to do. I'm going to have May wait here. I need to put Saber farther than that, so that they will attack her. Fantastic, Bowie, you're doing amazing. No, you're not. Alright, you know what? I stand corrected. Maybe Celica's army's way worse than Alm's. Anyway, hopefully this dumb plan works. this dumb plan is currently not working due to people missing. Alright, but first order of business, we absolutely have to get rid of that mercenary, if we can. Okay. Alright, number one thing that needs to happen, that guy needs to die. Okay, great. That's... I need you guys to stop fucking missing all your attacks. I swear to God. You're all mages. You're all supposed to be very accurate. Alright, this guy's gonna do 10 damage to you. I'm not gonna have you fight. Like, we do get one turn. Alright. You need to hit that guy. Follow up. You also need to hit that guy. Alright, now that is wonderful news for us. You need to hit this guy. A stunning display of competence from Bowie at last. You're gonna grab that shield from Silica. And then I'm gonna have Jenny heal you. And now we're seeing what we need to from Saber. I kind of want to keep him where he is so we don't have to deal with He's not doing herself any favors there by missing, but hey, it's okay. And we're just gonna hold this choke point. Ah, they're smart enough to have the archer move first, I see. Unfortunate. Oh well. I have Celica at full health? I don't. So let me fix that first. Ah, okay, I can't trade and attack in this game. Well, good to know. I thought I could, but I was wrong. You know, if everyone would like to stop missing all their attacks, that would be wonderful. We should be good now, though. You have 8. There's a solid part of me that just wants to leave that to Ginny. What if she can't capitalize? I'll let Bowie get it. You should be able to handle this much, right, Bowie? Yeah, okay. I guess I need to give Saber the shield back. I knew, of course, that he wouldn't kill, but hey. Maybe Saber will get 1 strength. No. But hey, extra defense. And yet he still only has 11 left anyway, so... We managed to get Bowie to kill as well. And got not many of the skills I want him to, but hey. And wouldn't you know it, there's more pirates in the way still. But we're not the only ones here. We've got to bring down Bart. Huh. No, they know. That's weird. I see, they're considered NPCs. Right, and I don't have control over them. Alright, it's the first map in the series where we have allies, actually. Interestingly enough, as a point of trivia. Anyway. I guess I can let Selk keep a low shield, why not? Let me make some mistakes, perhaps. In future games, NPCs are green to differentiate them, but we haven't done that yet. You know, I think I'm going to turn on the game just a little bit more as well. There we go. Because I think I'm getting slightly, but only slightly overpowered still. Alright, and it is now our turn again. Already, it seems. Well. Not as many of them are coming for us as I had thought. Allows us to do stuff like this. I still don't want to expose anyone to a ton of danger. So I guess that's the most we're gonna do. I think those guys can handle themselves. It at least seems that way. I guess the archer might be in a little bit more danger than I had thought. Okay. Let's see. "12 isn't enough for Bowie to take them out because he remains incompetent for whatever reason, I don't know. And we're missing our magic, I see. Well, hey. I'd say that would give some of us more to do, but we're still kind of stuck on the ship. Yeah, I don't really want to advance Bowie. I'll just go ahead and give my shield to Saber. And then we'll just keep hanging out. They're being really mean to Leon. Okay, I might have to be more aggressive just to preserve Leon. We'll see. I just checked to see if it's important if he dies, and as it turns out, yeah, unfortunately. I honestly had thought that they could take better care of themselves, but it turns out no. Oh, I guess two of them can. It's just Leon that can't. We'll see. 22, eh? Because I'd rather recruit Leon, you know, than just let him die. Ideally. Ooh, you can't double that guy. Interesting. And you can't hit that guy, which is less interesting. We're probably playing this chapter again, I think. Hello, Faye. We're gonna have to be more aggressive if I want to save Leon. Unless by some miracle they leave Leon alone. Or Leon just dodges. But no, we're gonna have to be more aggressive. Okay, well, how goes the Fire Emblem is, whoops, we need to do that chapter again. Because I would like to be able to recruit that guy, and we can't do that if he dies. So, we're gonna try that again, and this time be more aggressive. Now, one thing I have heard of that you can do is just go, haha, this is my best unit. What if I, give her the shield? See what happens then. But I need someone to push up and take the fire away from Leon. As it turns out. I'm curious to see how much of an enemy phase Menace May can actually be. Maybe Leon should be stronger. True. Alright, unfortunately, before I take this turn, is that time of stream for me to take a quick break. So I'm going to turn on the ad break and come back in a moment. I'm going to go grab some water, and I'll be back with this turn shortly. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch back. And keep going. So yeah, it looks like being more aggressive is going to pay off for us here. I don't know exactly how much of an enemy phase threat we're going to be, but we'll find out. Let's just take out 2 people so that we're not going to take as many hits. Because May's a little squishy, but I think with the shield, let me check how much defense she's got on her. Ugh, we got a worse level on her this time though. But she's got 5 defense, that's sizable for how these guys are acting at least. I think we've probably successfully distracted enough of them that Leon should be okay. We'll see. We probably still need to hurry up there so that these 3 guys don't sneak around and get him, but I am only one man. I can do only so much. Good crit saber. That'll help us out. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave everyone else where they are. Okay, yeah, we do need to be careful of those guys coming from the top. Unfortunately, I don't have control over the NPCs. So I can't encourage Leon to just retreat, as I might want him to. We're not doing that much damage on the counterattacks to these guys, it seems. Not really feeling like an enemy phase juggernaut. Ooh, 5 damage, yikes. Maybe Celica needs to be stronger. Alright, yeah, Leon's still taking quite a lot of damage, rather. I'd like him to run away and stop doing that. Hopefully Leon kills the guy close to him. No? Why? Why not? Oh my god. Why are you so dumb? Kill a guy that's gonna do like a bajillion damage to you. Are you dumb? Anyway. Bowie's not actually strong enough to take out either of those guys. But Celica and Minu should theoretically be strong enough to take out these ones. Maybe Leon does need to be stronger, Jesus. Okay, come on. That's not a helpful thing to do. Missing, really? In this economy? Terrible. Terrible shame. But yeah, I feel like I'm being as aggressive as I can be, and Leon is struggling to survive still. But we'll see. It's not over yet. That's all my moves. I would have preferred it if they had attacked, you know, the guy that's gonna attack Leon, but no, they're not interested in defending their archer friend at all for whatever reason up there. It's a good crit. We're getting some very helpful crits. But yeah, once again, Leon's like basically dead, and there's not a whole lot I feel like I can do about it. I don't have a warp staff or anything to get up there faster. If May was Jenny, I could heal him, but she's not, so I can't. I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't die. But I'm not sure I can afford to be much more aggressive in my positioning than I was this time. I don't know why, like, if they made smart decisions and they, like, killed the guy that was next to him instead of messing around, maybe he'd have a chance. As it stands, I kind of need him to dodge one of these guys. So if he doesn't dodge this, then I've got to reset again. Okay, good. Hey, can you guys smite the guy that's gonna kill your archer instead of getting distracted by people that aren't in any danger of doing anything bad? Thank you, God. And of course he's missing. Yeah, you run away. Fucking hell. It's like this guy wants to die. You know what, chat, for totally crazy reasons. Nothing suspicious. Okay. I didn't do anything weird, I promise, chat. 3, 8, whereas you're at 3 to 10. Okay, it doesn't really matter who I have kill. Let's start with May then. And then if she can't do it, I'll have Celica follow up. But no, we're good. Like, damn, does Leon want to have a death wish? It seems. We're good now. Everything's fine. You know, except for the things that aren't fine. But I think we'll be okay. I think Valbar's not going to get himself killed. The man has enough defense. Hopefully. I mean, he's essentially a pre-promote for this era, I think, because he's a knight. And that soldier class that Lucas was is the one, yeah, that goes into armor. Never mind. Well, no. Yeah, because it's soldier armor, whereas this is, it would be knight to paladin. We're in a weird place. But this guy's essentially a pre-promote for this stage. And May's not being very accurate right now, but hey. What else is new? I think Celica should be fine on the enemy phase. And I guess I can bring up Saber, even though I think he's unlikely to do anything in this map. But we're good. We've got Celica, we got Jenny, we got Bowie, we got May, we got Saber, and we got our 3 new friends. And I've managed, you know, to bait the boss off of his evasion tile. He does do a spicy 7 damage. But he can't double, so I think we'll be fine. Alright. So you... Unless he crits, you'll be fine. But I'm gonna have you use fire. And then I'll have Jenny heal you after. Okay, never mind. Now you double. You didn't do that before. And there's no battle preview in these games yet. Okay, hold on, chat. Remember that really not suspicious thing I did earlier? Man, how are we back here? Isn't that crazy? Anyway. Yeah, I know that weapon weight is a thing, but the game doesn't tell me about it yet, so it's kind of hard to plan around it. When the old game does not fight fair, I will not fight fair against the old game, I am sorry to say. now we know. I put her here last time. I can't believe Barth is gonna dice me again. Alright, so no fire magic against this guy. At least not from one range. We know that now. But she should counter with her sword on the enemy phase. I believe, anyway. That's what she's been doing this whole time, so I'd be surprised if she changed it now. Wouldn't be the first time I've been surprised, though. Yeah, no, she's got her sword out. I'm just gonna heal Celica. And then end turn. I don't care if the NPCs, quote unquote, steal. Oh, but staves can double, huh? Interesting. Didn't know that. Anyway, thanks, Valvar. You can now enter the pirate's fort. Gives us access to these three guys, these nerds, and that's it. Poking is like the little tink sound that it makes in most of the games too. It is one of the most fun things. We've taken the steel sword. Wiki is mistaken here. You can absolutely get a steel sword here. But that's all that's here for us now. Let's see, let's check our items. I don't think I want Silicon to have the steel sword. I think I want either Sayer or her Kamami to have it. Let's check who has less strength. It's Saber. Saber also has more speed, so he'll be more able to use that. And then I'm giving this shield to the Celica. I could give it to Valbar if I wanted to be extra funny, but I don't think he needs it. I think everyone's tinking him already, so. And, you know, you might be wondering, what else can Celica deal with here? Well, you'll be unsurprised to find out that the next thing she has to deal with is more pirates. Almost all pirate... Excuse me. It's almost all pirates. Okay. I'm just thinking. Apparently I need to be feeding Celica more. Oh, are we dealing with... I see what we're doing here. Okay, well... It's time that we got to the reason why people don't like Celica's route. These guys are the reason people don't like Celica's route. They are the number one reason for it. And you'll see why in just a moment. So, here's the problem with Celica's route and why it's somewhat infamous. I'm going to press the end turn button here. And this guy's gonna summon a bunch of zombies. Just an absolute ton of them. This guy's gonna keep doing that. Just forever. That's why people hate Celica's route. Realistically, yes, I should be having Valbar choke the point, but I don't know if he does enough damage. But yeah, this guy's gonna just keep doing that every turn. Every turn. And no, they don't have to spawn next to him. To my knowledge, he will not ever stop doing that. I could be mistaken. But he doesn't. I don't believe he ever stops. I don't know that Selk is as tough as I just made her out to be, but I'm just checking. I mean, only 4 of them can attack her at once, but see, here's the problem, is that they're going to surround her. But hey, they only do, like, no damage to her. Honestly, the whole point of this might be so that you can stall long enough to get Celica level 5, but I don't know. Maybe I should have given her the sword, who knows. But anyway, yeah, this is why people don't like Celica's route. We just get a massive ton of these guys, infinitely spawning to poke through. Thank you for the raid, Underman. Hello everyone, my name's FlameWolf27, if you haven't seen me before. Hi, I'm a variety streamer. We're doing my big weekly series, Fire Emblem Friday, right now. So every Friday, I play through one of the games from the Fire Emblem series. We're going in order from Fire Emblem 1 all the way to probably Fortune's Weave by the time we get there, being realistic. Right now we're on Fire Emblem 2. We're still pretty early in the game. This is the first time we've had access to Celica's side of the story. And it's really annoying, because this guy in the corner will just keep spawning these infinite zombies forever and ever, and I hate it here, and this is why Celica's route is infamous and everyone hates it. So that's what we're doing right now. But we'll make it through it. It's not like they're threatening in any way, it's just that they're annoying to deal with, more so than anything else. But we're going to be fighting a lot of these guys to get the summoner. Thankfully, it's kind of a good experience, or kind of a good excuse to get some experience on some of those units you haven't been using as much. We do need to try to get Celica to level 5, so that she can fight an enemy that we've got to go back for, but if she doesn't get it, she doesn't get it. And I don't think I'm getting everyone else close enough. I could move my healer up there, but I'm not going to do that this turn. I think Well, Leon's a little weak. But there's not a whole ton I can do about that right now. Because we're kind of stuck here. Surely he'll be fine against the zombies, though. I should check how much defense he actually has. Honestly, I should probably also turn off battle animations at this point. As pretty as they are, we're dealing with a lot of zombies. So let's go ahead and turn those off, so that we're not here forever. We'll still open this screen, but it'll be significantly faster than watching Celica backflip for forever. Maybe I'll turn them back on after this chapter, but I don't think we need to see her fighting the same zombie 80 bajillion times. But hey, getting some criticals will help us cut through all of them. And at least she's getting experience for it. That's gotta count for something. I don't think it's gonna stop that guy from summoning just more of them, but oh well. Oh no, he actually didn't. Interesting. Alright, well let's break Celica out of there so I can heal her. As great as she is, that was a lot of zombies to fight. I'm sure she'd be okay, but her health bar is getting a little low, so. She cannot double Celica to heal her faster. That is unfortunate. Honestly, I really don't think I need the rest of my army anymore, but I might as well move them up. At least a little bit, the ones that I can trust. Well, I didn't. And there we are, there's the more zombies. Not as many as before, though. He got like 8 each on those first turns of battle. Maybe we got lucky, or maybe he just doesn't summon as many when you get further into the chapter, I don't remember. I don't know if we're getting Celica up to level 5, but hey. No, not black magic, just some healing spells. Alright, how much damage are you gonna do here, Celica? Well, apparently this guy is really strong. I didn't realize that. So now we're in trouble. Ugh. That could be a problem. He might not double her when she's holding the sword. He'd only do 8 damage. That would still be enough to kill her. So I have to kill him now. Or hope that she dodges. That's one of the things about old Fire Emblem is I don't have attack previews. And I cannot remember how to see, or if you even can, without the manual, know how much might weapons have. So I don't really know how much damage I'm gonna take until I attack something, and that sometimes gets you into trouble in a tactics game when you take a lot more damage than you were expecting to. This might be salvageable, it might also not be. We'll see. Depends on how much damage exactly Kamui feels like doing. Not a ton, can't say I'm surprised. Because I don't have any other sources of healing than Ginny. Unfortunately. Not all's lost yet. Celica might dodge for me. If she doesn't, I guess we're going to be playing this chapter again. Unfortunately. Or maybe he'll have to spend his turn to summon the zombies. Okay, he does have to spend his turn to summon the zombies, and he's done way more of them this time. But most of them didn't move. So everything's okay. Everything's fine, actually. Nothing bad happened. I'm gonna do something... I'm still here, chat. I'm just, doing nothing suspicious, I promise. Nothing weird. So strange. Alright, if I want to do a ton of damage to that guy, it's gonna have to be through different means. Someone who's not gonna take a ton of damage. Let's try to cut down on his zombie population. Actually, how much damage has this zombie taking? None. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have Saber attack it first then. And that brings it to 12, unfortunately. Still haven't gotten Boa any magic levels, so he's kind of useless. Okay, apparently you take 13 damage when he hits you. That's more than I thought. That's scary. But at least he's not going to attack you on the enemy phase, because he's just going to summon more zombies. Okay. Not a big fan of this guy. And unfortunately, one of the things about Gaiden is that these guys never go away. I'm going to be dealing with them every time I play as Celica for the rest of this game. Which is one of the reasons why everyone said I was insane for starting from the earlier Fire Emblem games. Everyone told me, Flame, why the heck, if you're doing this series, aren't you going, like, backwards, maybe? Or at least, like, not starting until you get to, like, 6, maybe? Like, why do you want to play the first games? Are you crazy? The sad thing is, I still like them. But boy, yes, they do have some flaws. You only have 2 speed. I feel like you would get absolutely obliterated if I decided to make you fight Cantor. So you're not gonna do it. And in fact, you know what? It's gonna be Leon's job, because I don't think he can counter at 3 range. Unfortunately, Leon also can't hit at 3 range, because he's hiding on an evade tile that he's probably never going to step off of. Which is unhelpful to me. Extremely unhelpful, in fact. Okay, you're gonna take 3 damage from a zombie. That's okay. I'm gonna have Ginny heal you after. I don't expect Ginny to ever lose the battle of attrition when it comes to just keeping everyone healed enough to fight. That I expect will be no issue. The problem is just killing this guy eventually. When he does what I can only refer to as a ton of damage to everyone. Alright, how much res does Kamui have? He has 2 resistance. Saber, you have 6 resistance. Interesting. So I'm also gonna have you work on killing this guy. Because you're at least gonna take less than that 13. And then Bowie, you have 7 resistance. Celica only took 16 damage, and she has also 7 resistance. So you'll be fine. Okay. And it looks like he got unlucky with his zombies on this turn. Looks like Saber is going to be one of my better sources of damage here. Probably the only one who can actually safely attack into him. I'm definitely not going to have Valbar do it, for example. To the point where I might just have Ginny recover May's health and then not do anything. Because Saber's the only character I can trust not to get obliterated. Along with Leon, but I'd be more trustworthy of Leon if he was hitting. As long as he's continuing to not. Because, like, yeah, the mages have a better hit rate, but they're also gonna die in return. That's the whole problem. think he's healing, isn't he? Which is annoying. So I guess the question is, can you afford to take 13 damage right now? You can. Go ahead and try. Great, can you afford to take 16 damage right now, Silica? No, but Bowie can. I don't know why he didn't get to counter. Strange. Okay, there we go, we killed him. 98 experience for Mai. There's a zombie dragon. We'd go do that if Celica was level 5, but I did not get her to level 5. So we're gonna delay that. Basically, the game's like, hey, you should go get a fancy sword from that shrine. Problem is, the Necro Dragons, very difficult enemies. You can get Celica a spell that deals with them, but she needs to be level 5. Probably I should have let her get the kill on that boss. I just wanted to get out of there. So we'll do another chapter and then we'll come back for this dragon, because we are able to do that. Nothing says you have to do everything immediately in this game. I can kind of pick my order a bit. Let's make sure I've saved, though. And everyone's still alive as well. Yeah. So as much as I'd love to go to the Sea Shrine, the Necro Dragon would destroy me. So we're going to take a moment to do this pirate map instead. There's a lot of ship battles in Celica's map. But hey, I need to get Celica some experience, so let's go ahead and do that. Realistically, this is Valbar's job, but hey. Yeah, the other reason Gaiden is seen as a little boring is because we're doing this same kind of map over and over again, at least especially in this iteration. Mostly I'm worried about, you know, all the enemies that aren't just thieves, but we do what we can. First things first, let's see if I can get Leon a kill. I actually can. Congratulations, Leon, you've done something useful. That's mildly unusual. Alright, and if I'm being reasonable, which I probably should be, now is where I let Valbar take point. Because that is a lot of mercenaries standing here, and those guys are a lot tougher than what I've been dealing with so far. But we really can't get any closer than this for the most part, with most people. So now this is just kind of our map. We can get whatever ranged unit we want to get some experience. Perhaps multiple. And then from there, it's just the Volbar show. Because they only do 1 damage to him, but they do way more than that to anyone else. If I ever need to, I can have Ginny take some fire for a little bit, but I think it will be fine. If we can get everyone to level 7 as well, that would allow me to promote some of my other units. But I'm going to avoid being greedy. It's a slow way to play, but not many of my units are capable of surviving these conditions otherwise. And this is going to get us our level 5 Celica. I do have to be careful about that archer. At some point he might try to attack Celica instead. But I think she'll be fine for a while yet. This one seems to be dodging most of our attacks, but there's not a ton I can do about that. But I'm doing what I can. The enemies are smart enough to run away, I'll give them that. There's our level 5 Celica. And there's our angel magic. That we're gonna need to go deal with those dragons. Alright, and we don't have to worry about ranged units anymore, so... I can still have Leon assist. Ah, everyone wants to run away now, huh? They're all scared. Well, here's what we'll do. Let's show off that new spell. I think it works well enough on people that are not dragons and stuff as well. Let's do it from somewhere safe though, just in case. Quite a bit more damage. Yeah, I'll have Valbar go ahead and try to kill this thief before he starts standing on the evasion tiles and being annoying. Alright, and that guy's just gonna stand there. One and one. And then let me just make sure I don't do anything stupid accidentally. No way those melee guys are gonna help anymore. Alright, and I'm not too proud to give Valvar the kill here. If I can. He might miss. Yeah, fair. It was worth a try. Still worth a try. One of them's gonna hit him. And today that one is Silica. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save here. I don't think I have any items to swap around. No. Alright, so usually every hour or so on my stream, one thing that I do just to kind of keep pre-roll ads off for people is I go ahead and I just take a quick break. Gives me a chance to go grab some water to make sure I can stay hydrated, maybe a snack, so I'd suggest you go do similar. So I'm going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to deal with that big, scary zombie dragon. Okay. Alright. Let me double check that we saved. Now we're gonna go ahead and go this way. We're gonna have to try our best to deal with the big scary dragon, of which there is only one. I need only 2 units for this. If this is to go well, of course. I'll grab 3 just in case. But we only need 2. And you've got 8 move. But yeah, this is essentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a let Valbler and Celica handle it type situation. I believe. If I remember how it works correctly. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not going to care about terrain because I believe it can fly. Thankfully, Valbar doesn't take that much damage from it. The real question is just how much damage does Celica do again with Seraph? But I think she does a ton, from what I remember. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, we do have to live 1 more turn. But I think she can do that just fine. I need everyone else to get out of here, though. And perhaps I need Ginny to have not followed, but hey, if I have to reload for Ginny, I have to reload for Ginny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think I can get her away. No, I can't. Well, hey, if I have to reload for her, I have to reload for her. Alright, hold on. So yeah, this is apparently a 2-person job. Just 2. Oh well, that's an easy modification to make. Yeah, everyone get out of here. It is possible to kill it without that spell, but it's way easier to do it with the spell, so let's do it the easy way. I think it was what, right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you guys wait like this. Is mine? No, my tracking is just acting strange. And by strange, I mean it's gone back to normal now. Alright, yeah, but now we just have Celica deal with it. Boom, fairy. It'll try to kill her, but I don't believe it can. I could be wrong, though. And now we just have Celica kill it. And if she messes up, we reload. And we do it again. Man, why'd I have to speak it into existence like that? Ay, ay, ay. Maybe she'll dodge. She didn't dodge. We're gonna try that again. I don't actually know if that matters to my save file that it happened, so. But yeah, we just need to go through that without Celica missing. So now that we've already done it, I'm gonna turn off animations and we're just gonna do it again until it works. That's the intended way that you do this chapter. I just got unlucky. Alright. No, not you. I need you. It's everyone else that needs to get out of the way. I think I made a mistake. I have. I'm stupid. Me when I get tilted because I'm having to redo a section and I mess it up because I'm playing too fast now. And I hit the button that... Hold on, hold on. I'll continue. Load. promise that once you get Celica to level 5, this isn't supposed to be that hard. I'm just stupid. Things that happen when you play an old game. Find out just how dumb you act on a regular basis. Alright, you guys stand there. Okay. There we go. Draco zombie vanished. Draco zombie conquered. And I'll give the bless ring to Mai, I guess. If I remember correctly, that thing is... Yep, 5 HP to the equipper at the beginning of their phase. Good to have on your mages, because then they can use their more powerful attacks without carrying. So, we'll give it to May. Now we can enter the Sea Shrine. I don't remember there being a ton in here, but we'll see. I think it is a shrine, so we could promote someone if we got them to level 7, but I don't think we've got anyone there. Unfortunately. Alright. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, there's a skirmish here, but it's just these guys, so it's not going to be a big deal. Is anyone close to level 7? Leon's a little close, but that's about it. We're probably not getting it from this battle anyway. But we could come back here later if we wanted. Or needed. really the marshals that were worried about getting to level 7. They get a lot more out of it. Well, minus Valbar. Valbar's already up there in level. In all the ways that matter for this. But I'm essentially not scared of these guys. They're also intended to be, now that I have them here, the way that I can level grind here if I want to. Probably won't, but hey, I could. Bonewalkers are a little scary, but the rest of them are not. They almost make Bowie look like a good unit. I do need the mages to start trying to deal with the Bonewalkers. Oh, hey look, he got a really good level. Good for him. And the zombie dodged. Less good for you. As much as I want to do that, I don't want to put Jenny in Bonewalker range. Man, they're dodging, huh? As much as I want to believe she'd be okay, I'll go ahead and hide her. No risk to, or no real reason to tempt fate. I keep seeing what I can do for Leon. And Jenny as well. It's nice to get her some experience as well. You know, we're getting everyone at least some experience. That's worth something. Ah, you lived with 1A. Well, now you're living with none. Ah, another encounter. I did not realize. We'll be fine. Maybe I care about the gargoyles. Let's see, they've got 8 strength. Oh, and there's more bone walkers in this one. Perhaps I should have saved. Alright, how much movement do you guys have? 7? Alright, well I'm okay with Celica taking the hit. Okay, I'm bad at counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine though, you can stay there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you guys are stuck here. You need to move back a little bit because I don't want that zombie to hit you. But you two can handle it just fine, I'm sure. I'm sure Celica can deal with bone walkers. Oh yeah, I forgot about the gargoyle. Yikes. Yeah, they are a little ugly. Slightly more of a predicament than I originally expected to be in, but hey. Thankfully, you heal. Alright, well here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get rid of that gargoyle. You're gonna come heal Celica. You're gonna deal with this gargoyle, because I think you can. No, you can't. Has to be mages. Okay, well, good thing there are mages around. Only those mages were capable of hitting anyone. You're gonna have to just end your turn, I think. Or perhaps steal from Celica. Let's see how this goes. If anyone dies, I'll just reload. Damn. Took things a little lightly. Probably should have saved between the two, because we'll have to redo 2 maps. I kind of just did not consider that there could be a second encounter in a dungeon, which is on me. Oh, you can reach her. Okay, well. At least she stole HP this time, so she's kind of tanking a little. Alright, all in all, that could have gone way worse. Everyone's alive. So, that's a good turn, all things considered. Unfortunately... Give me a second. Okay, we can probably get out of this, I just have to be careful. Which is currently not my strong suit. I want to protect Jenny if at all possible. So we've done that much at least. I can encase the gargoyle. And not even actually need to. No, I don't, because he's dead. Alright, we've gotten ourselves out of this situation. Maybe. It appears survivable to me. Maybe not if Celica takes all those hits. I guess I spoke too soon. Hey Celica, you want to do me a favor and dodge this one? No? Hey, okay. Hold on a sec. I think we'll be fine. Also, no one saw that. Or maybe not. I don't know. I just don't want to have to do the first half of this map again, being real. Actually, Celica would probably live if I just had her use fire instead of doing what I did. Still looking at deal Jimmy though. If I do this, I leave Bowie open, but Celica doesn't have to fight as many of them, so let me just try this too. Yeah, everything turned out fine. And I'm even continuing to feed Leon. Jenny might be able to take this Bone Walker, might not. Had to try. Alright, we're all good here. Give us the sword I need. And I'm going to give that sword to Celica. Let me remind myself what it does. Yep, same thing as the ring. So it makes sense, Celica gets one, Jenny gets the other. Not Jenny. May should have the other. We don't want to have the shield then. I guess Bowie can have the other shield. Because the melee units don't need it. Yeah, not among us have earned any promotions. We can get skill, or we can get HP. Which, I'm just gonna give Celica some HP. The more HP she has, the more she can cast for longer. Celica, Jenny, but I might. Saber, we're all good. Alright, I wasn't sure if these guys would jump me again, because they weren't the last encounter. But now we can move ahead. We're almost to Ram Village, but we're not there yet. We've got, what else? Another pirate map to deal with first. What else would it be? And this one's scary. That's a lot of guys with magic. Granted, we have, what's the word? We have a lot of magic units, so in some ways this isn't that bad. Leon can attack them from outside their range. And most everyone else at least has resistance. Not Valbar, though. I don't think Conley has a ton either. But for whatever reason, Saber actually does. And so do our own mage units. So they're gonna have to do the heavy lifting here. If at all possible. And it should be, at least. I'll go ahead and have Saber block this entrance, but it's probably all he's going to accomplish here. Celica at least gets to exhibit some interesting mage killing behavior. Insofar as she gets to use physical attacks against them. So she does quite a bit of damage. Bowie misses, which is less helpful of a thing to do. But then again, it sets up maybe Nosferatu. Nope. Nobody's accurate. I suffer. Let's see how much fight these guys have actually got. You have how much movement? 4. Alright, I'm gonna try to make sure that the ones coming on this side don't, like, surround everyone here. Saber can tank for a while, but not forever. But at least generally it looks like my mages aren't super afraid of these guys. Mostly it's Saber I have to worry about. So you're gonna take 15 throughout all this, which is fine. Actually, you might take 20 if you kill them, which I did not account for. I am stupid. But I can probably bait the one closest to you with Valbar. You should have enough health to survive, at least. This one I think Celica can get with her sword. Yes. Yeah, Celica to level 7, but she's not the one I needed to. We're not currently in the business of trusting Bowie to do much of anything, but hey, we'll try it. And then I'm gonna need Jenny over here. But Kamui can probably get this kill. Yeah, but it was a little more dangerous than I thought it would be. Oh well. Hey, as long as no one dies, right? We're doing better than I expected on that front. Might as well get Saber another kill. If I want Leon to feel useful this turn, he can fight this one. Celica will keep healing. As will May. Bowie won't, but he's hardly even hurt. I can move Kamui over to where Genny is. Alright, so Saber would take 5 damage. I need him to be able to lick more than that now, though. Gotta turtle up for a turn, just to make sure that Saber doesn't get enemy phased, I believe. Let's see, if you take 5 damage, that would take you to 6, I can heal 7. Yeah, you'll be fine, I think, if I've done my math correctly. Yeah, I'm doing this because it allows me to greed for Leon to shoot them. Celica's resistance isn't actually as good as I think it is, I think. Oh no, you have 7. Does Mai just have like... Oh, girl has 10 resistance. Okay, I see. Yeah, no wonder she's taking no damage. Alright, well, as long as we kill one of them, which we probably will, I think you'll be okay, Leon. Unfortunately, you're on supplies, but I crit, so it doesn't matter that you're on supplies. Might as well heal Saber. Although I don't think he's gonna do anything else helpful. The rest of this I'm just gonna let the mages figure out. Because they'll be more accurate. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You might as well try to shoot him. No. No kill for Leon. But what if, though? No. No kill for Leon. Alright. Zofia port it is. Here we are. Let me remember if there's anything here. Yeah. They're hotter. Okay. So yeah, the White Wings are here. You're from Arcanea. Your little sister was taken by pirates. But you lost her. The White Wings are here. So yeah, this game is a direct sequel to Fire Emblem 1. Not our run of Fire Emblem 1, where the White Wings kind of got themselves killed. But, you know. Now we can go to the gate. Which... I think... Yeah. How do you... Third act of Celica's route. Okay, so we can't get Pal and Kitra yet. we've got just one more map here at the gate. If we want to, we can go south, but there's no reason for us to. We've already grabbed everything else as Alm. Bit worried about Rigel invading. To say escaped. Oh, hi, Myson. They know each other already. But weird stuff has still happened to Milla. We didn't actually go to the North Gate as Alm, but there's nothing we can do there yet anyway. Hello, Alm. Darn. Well. Okay, lying, I see. Oh, I thought there was another fight. What? Do we not have to... Huh? Did they, like... Never mind, it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll save. Okay. That takes us to chapter 3. A landslide has cut off the path to Milla's temple. Alright, so from now on, our party is split in half. You have Celica's half, as well as Alm's half. And we can choose who we want to move at any given time. We can move Alm or we can move Celica. So, we'll have to choose how we want to handle that going forward. If we want to do like all Alm or all Celica, or what. At least both of them still have access to Celica. Actually doesn't have access to a grinding map. So we'll do Celica's first map first. I think it'll be fine. It looks like it's with pirates. And that'll also give her the white wings if we do this. So let's go ahead and do Celica's side first, because I'm having more fun with her side at the moment. But we're also going to do that after our break, I think. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go get some more water, because I've run out. And throw up the ad break. And when I come back, we'll go ahead and do just a little bit of Chapter 3. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move Celica first. Oh, are Pal and Katria helping? They are. Well, we need to get rid of that archer fucking immediately then. Too bad that that's going to be very difficult. Oh, Thunder has 3 range, okay. Well, hey, that's very useful information. That means we can do this. Not that it helped, because we missed, but hey. It's useful in theory. I'm fairly certain he can hold that by himself. Do I have control over you guys? No, I don't. So yeah, what I said about that archer is still true. Because why do I feel like they're going to be dumb enough to run straight to the archer that they are very allergic to? Yeah, I fully expect Valvar can choke that point all by himself. And of course, one of the White Wings has decided to just stand in range of an archer. Smartest thing that she could have done. Great, wonderful. Okay. Not a good start, huh? Looks like I'm getting May killed, huh? That wasn't my intention. On the list of things I wanted to do, that wasn't one of them. But at least now I know that I can't afford to have her use Thunder on the archer. I suppose I do have the well, not if we miss all of our attacks, huh? Hey, come attack my healer instead. Can I convince you to do that? We'll see. Well, you're also probably going to try to attack the Pegasus, aren't you? We'll see. Oh, you guys can get in the water. I don't think you could do that. Well, I got them to target Jenny all right. I'd also like it if Paladin put herself in so much danger. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. The White Wings are here to get themselves in trouble, it seems. They probably have to survive if I'm going to recruit them. No? I just kind of feel like that's going to be a requirement. if they survived. Not the NPCs acting real dumb is gonna be a consistent pain point for me, huh? If she didn't try to do all of this on her own, this would be okay. But, she is. So it's kinda not. This is gonna be an interesting headache. I have a feeling that this turn might not go so well for me. But the ideal is that the Pegasus sister somehow lives through all this. I didn't think that would be the problem. I thought the archer would be the problem. But you just diving straight up there like that. It's gonna make this a lot more of a problem than I expected. I have to figure out how to keep the White Wings from killing themselves. If she dodged the attacks, that would be one thing, but no, she didn't. Okay. Should have copied the save before ending the chapter. Well, there's nothing that can be done, so we'll have to figure it out. That's all I can have her do. All right. So surprisingly, the archer isn't the problem. Part of the problem is keeping the White Wings from just killing themselves. I can't say I was anticipating being problem or part of the problem statement of this chapter, but hey. We can always eventually just get lucky enough. kind of want to keep Jenny out of the Sarge's range. You can see why they want you to promote everyone before you get here now. But surely that's not necessary. Strictly. Okay, good. I'm drawing the archer away this time. But yeah, the problem is I need Valbar to more aggressively push up there. Otherwise the White Wings try to do everything by themselves and they get themselves killed as a result. See, that, using a javelin, taking someone out, not taking a ton of damage doing it, that's what I need you guys to keep doing, ideally. Need to put Valbar in the way. Alright, and now let's figure out what to do down here. Batman dodging is unhelpful. I'm gonna do something stupid real quick. No way that this works, but like, what if it did though? And what if we didn't get punished for it? I fear that Archer is going to punish me for this behavior, but what if it didn't? You know? Just, what if? What if everything turned out fine, actually? Yeah, I forgot that they can go into the water. But she lived, though. So everything's fine, actually. Okay, I'd still like you guys to pick targets that are less likely to kill you. Like, what is this? Why? mean, realistically, they take hit from one guy and two guys, and should maybe be fine, but I wish they had stood somewhere smarter. Really, really wish they'd stood somewhere smarter. Alright, as for this... Celica, can you fucking hit anyone? You'd be doing me a massive favor if you guys stopped sucking. Okay. No fucking hell. Misclicked. I wanted him to kill the kill the mercenary. Whatever. It'll be fine. Not ideal, but probably fine. I'm more worried about the White Wings, because they keep doing stupid stuff that exposes them to way too much danger for no good reason. I didn't think I'd have to babysit a Pegasus Knight that isn't even in my army yet, but hey. Okay. Okay, good. They're standing somewhere I can actually defend them. Okay. We might make it out of this yet. Okay. So, you have 21 HP. Have to have Valvar handle it. But hey, that gets him to level 3. And Saber should be able to handle these guys. Okay. As for what to do down here. I'd find it wonderful. Actually, fuck it. Silica Seraphim. Just kill him, please. Thank you. That archer being gone simplifies this immensely. Bowie can still get hit, but I don't care. He's got 20 HP. He'll probably be fine now. I guess I'm giving Leon the kill if he can get it. Yes, okay. Taking out the mercenary also simplifies things. Now we can get him promoted to sniper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have time to heal someone if I need to, as well. Oh, 20, 25, 19. I think Bowie will be fine if he takes one hit, so... I probably don't even have to heal Kamui, but good manners. Yeah, go after the Pegasus Knight if you want, but that's okay. They're at least gonna live now. I don't care if Pal and Keiichi are, like, quote-unquote stealing XP. That's not a real thing. Alright, Bowie, go kill that guy. Good job, Bowie. You did something useful. You don't usually do that. Jenny hit him with Nas. She could not hit them with the Nas. Oh well. Valiant attempt, it was worth a try. As for you guys, I guess you were slowly walking back down here now. Nah, I don't need any Pegasus Knights assisting me in this endeavor. Thief slain. May experience. Bowie fucked up, unsurprisingly. Had to try. Good lord, Celica. And I can't help but feel as though Pegasus Knight is probably going to be the one who ends this, but hey, that's okay. She didn't get herself killed, so that's all I really care about. I'm gonna see if Jenny can get him. Do your best! Huzzah! Okay, good. So yeah, we can take Selka back to the port now to talk to these two. And we can get triangle attacks. Alright, but we have a shrine to go to. One of us can promote. And there are thieves coming now. But I don't recall that mattering. I think they will just eventually attack someone. But let me double check. I don't think they do anything other than, like, come get you. So you don't have, like, unlimited time to mess around, but I don't think they're super, like, limiting from what I remember. Let me... No, not all. Not yet, anyway. Go into the sea shrine. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight these guys again, but that's okay. Anyone close to a level? Yes. Saber specifically. Very close to the level I need him to be. So. I'm just gonna send Saber forward real quick. Because he is particularly close. To actually getting a promotion if I can get him to kill enough stuff here. Oh hey, a level for Jenny. Now I can invoke. Alright, who else is close to getting A level? Bowie is very close to getting A level. Is also quite close to getting a level. Celica is also somewhat close. But yeah, ideally I want this all to be about Saber. If it can be. I don't remember if Saber will need help for this or not. We'll find out. Celica wants her level 2, I suppose. Well, I can at least get him the other Bone Walker kill. Okay, yeah, I guess he was probably never getting the full level from it, but hey, it was worth a try. Oh, and Thunder for Celica. 94 isn't close enough for this to work, but hey, it's something. Oh no, it was. Cool. Anyway. There we go. So now we have a sniper. That's something. I could, if I really wanted to, go into the back and get the next level for, Saber that way. And you know what, I probably should. Because then I don't have to come back here right after the next map. I just have to be careful about the gargoyles, as before. But as long as I give him at least some of the kills, I think it'll be fine. We're not going to do a ton of grinding, but I guess we'll do just a little. Alright, let's see what I can get him. Probably get him a gargoyle kill. Is that going to be enough? Nearly. Not entirely. Let me make sure that Silica doesn't die. Or anyone else. But I think we'll probably be fine. Bone walkers can be a little scary, but they're not that bad. Damn. Alright, I think we're good here. Okay, they're focusing on Silica a lot more than I want them to. They're probably going to kill her. Oh well. Silica, if you weren't so deadly, they wouldn't kill you. Ugh. Hate it when that happens. I can't believe you stolen the show, Silica, only to perish. Alright, well, we don't have to do that. We can, after all, just leave. And be happy. It's not gonna kill us to leave. Alright, I believe that thief is going to come for Silica. But that's fine. I actually need Alm to exit through this way for him to do anything. Because we don't want to neglect Alm. Actually, I had Alm go that way because he had someone at level 7, didn't he? Or no? 5, 5, 4, 3, 4. No, he did not. Okay. I was almost there, but he's not actually there. Alright, we don't have enough time to do another battle, so I think I'm gonna leave Gaiden here for today. If you're still here, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I think everyone else, all my friends, no one seems to be streaming tonight, so I'll go ahead and just see y'all later. Let me make sure I save though. No, not the data. Save, save, save. Alright, there we go. So that's going to be it for me tonight. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.